Hi there, Leo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your reading for October 4th through 10th of 2021. So, 3 cards just fell right out of the deck. That's cool. It doesn't usually happen that way for me. So, that's kind of cool. All right. Oh, and we'll get the rest of these here. So, this is, as always, your general reading. So this is a whole group of all your guardian angels coming, and they collectively offer the messages. And so that means that if there's some part of this that does not resonate with you, that's okay. Just leave it, and that's for somebody else. No worries at all. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Yeah. Okay, so the media. Use the media to your advantage. So whatever it is that you're trying to get out, it feels like it's your creative project or something that you are creating. It's doesn't have to be a thing. Some of you, you're creating a workshop or a program or something like that. Use the power of the media to get your word out. Social media, there's many different forms. Also, they're just telling me local reporters or something like that. It could be newsprint, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels more like with a camera. So investigate what's around in your area or even further afield, and use the power of that media to increase your business, is what they're saying. To ramp things up, to get it busier. I see pictures of you smiling and bustling, kind of like not frantic, not racing or anything like that, but just active, very active. And so that's awesome. That's awesome. And so in that way, so the broader picture kind of, or message, I guess, is that you don't need to do all of that only by yourself, right? So you can only contact so many people in any given day and talking to them and whatever else. When you're doing it one by one, it's like you're doing it the slow way. You can definitely impact or, spread your message to a larger group of people all at the same time. And that's to your benefit, for sure. Okay. Okay. Here we have earth magic. It's the fairies. Go outside. Take your shoes off and your socks off. If you're like where I am, it's chilly. So you might want to just do this briefly. But really, really contact the earth. You need it. It's grounding. Oh my gosh, and it's focus. Okay, we're getting to all that in a minute here. Okay, we're going to turn. Okay. They're just giving me what order they want us to hear all this. Okay. So I'm going to put this back for a minute, and we'll go through the top ones first, which are more about communication, so that the media and sharing your communication with the world through the other means other than just you spreading the word, right? Getting further afield is sharing your art, sharing yourself, your creation. It feels like what you've created is definitely beneficial to the whole rest of the world, right? Certainly to many, many people. And so sharing that it's a way of thinking about that rather than advertising, right? You get the difference? You are sharing this because it's a gift with the world. It's something to benefit everybody rather than advertising it in order to boost business. Totally different flavor there and vibration. And so change your perspective to create that, to make it that way, because that will really help you and help other people understand it better. that it's a benefit thing for them. It helps them. Okay. And so now you have, yeah, yeah. When you are creating your art, whatever that happens to be, again, could be workshops, could be teachings, could be art made out of, crystals or quilling or whatever it is that is your creation. When you express your own inner self through that art, that is true, authentic you. And that is very appealing. So your angels are saying, like, I know you're getting messages, I guess, or you're getting, it's not from them, it's from the people around you saying, oh, that's really cool, but you should make this. Or, yeah, you've got that. So you know what that reminds me of? You could also do this and this and this, right? Sometimes those ideas really do resonate with you, and definitely then take them up on that and thank them for the idea, and and then make it your own. But sometimes those things are totally not anything that resonates with you. And so then you're just going to say, oh, thanks, and do your own thing. Make sure it is something that resonates with you, because that's what truly makes the art, is the resonance between you and it creating it. It's the authenticity. It's the parts of your own real self that you put into it. That's what gives it its value. And so in that way, there is nobody else in the world who can create what you do. This is not a cookie cutter thing. Not at all. This is you expressing your own real inner self through your art. And it's needed in the world. Okay. So now, in order to keep that going, to keep yourself filled up, turn to the earth magic. It is magic. It is sparkly. Crystals come from the earth. Fairies live in the earth. It is magic. When you're needing some focus, when you're doing your creating, when you're, I just got a visual of somebody writing, a book or whatever it is. When you need to keep your focus, how do you do that? Get grounded. Get really grounded, because that, oh my gosh, it changes your frequency. So now I can't remember the exact numbers, but the earth has a frequency of however many hertz. And when we always wear shoes, when we're always in buildings on concrete, when we're always having fast food, when we're always distracted, we're bombarded by messages, we're rushing everywhere, we don't get the same connection with the earth that is beneficial for us. So when we're not connecting, when we're not grounded, our frequency will change a little, based on what we've been doing and how we've been spending our time and where our focus has been. So our frequency in our natural state is the same as the earth. And so that is when we are healthiest and happiest and calmest and at ease, at peace, is when our frequency is the same as the earth. So as much as possible, go barefoot outside, lay on the earth, hug the trees, feel the bird song, just just be with nature. Hopefully you can do that where there is, no traffic and limited pollution and, things like that, because then we can really, really get our frequency tuned back attuned to Mother Earth. There are also things called grounding mats. I have one and I have found it very, very beneficial. In fact, I'm using one right now under my feet as I sit here in my chair. And so the grounding mat, it looks a little technical, you plug it into the grounding plug in your socket in your home. And in that way, then, when you're touching it, it grounds you. It brings that frequency of the earth to you so that you can be attuned with the earth's frequency, even when, in a Canadian winter, it's pretty hard to get out barefoot on the bare earth, isn't it? And so then you can use that grounding mat all year round, and it's very beneficial. Keeps you so that you are together, you are grounded, you can focus easier, you are healthier, you understand more things about yourself and your body and your energy field, that you're more aware of that. So it really is helpful to be grounded all the time. So that's pretty cool. And so that helps, like everything that we were talking about before, your artwork and how to spread the word of that, the perspective of that you are sharing that with the world because it's of benefit, instead of advertising in order to get business bigger, right? It's all the same wavelength that we're talking about here. Yeah. So now we have the daily guidance cards, one last bit of wisdom. Release and surrender. So when you're grounded, then it is so much easier to just let go of those things that are not serving you. We all have them, right? Some ideas that we grew up with, or things that developed as belief systems within us that just are not accurate anymore. Maybe they never were, but maybe they were. Either way, no longer is that of benefit to you. So get rid of it. Maybe you've always had this belief system that you were not as good as everybody else, or that you had to, sacrifice yourself in order for others to thrive. That's just not of benefit to you, nor to anybody around you. And so getting rid of that through grounding, through being aware of your own worth, is a really, really important thing for you to thrive. The whole universe all the time only wants for you to thrive. That's the goal. Feel good. Feel good. Okay. All right. So now it's time for, see the globe here? Let's create some energy and let's just send some of that beautiful acceptance and compassion and love to the whole world, to all the people on it. Let's send to the earth, to the water, to the food, to the energy field. That feels very good. Okay. Leo, I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I love you. And I will see you next week.